Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm at Apex 2014 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm joined by Mark Ogden from Siplace. Mark, great to see you again. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello, Phil.
Start by telling, I saw you yesterday rehearsing for your show, so I assume you're going to be talking about some new products, some new solutions. What are you going to be talking about?
Well, we are, Phil. We're excited this year. We have the world's fastest placement machine on our booth. That's the first time we've had that machine on our booth this year. We have a flexible placement machine that can do very, very tall components. And we've also focused on a lot of software, workflow management. How do you help your customer become more efficient, those type of things.
So we chatted earlier with Sunil about software and about all that kind of workflow, and I understand how important that is. You mentioned two things with your machines, the fastest and the most flexible.
That's correct.
Which is the most important here? Or do they
when you say here, do you mean
here in the US?
Here in the US. Well, for someone who's doing a lot of prototyping, they'll want the flexibility. That's very important, you have the flexibility. What we've noticed though is we don't want the customer to have to make a choice between flexibility and speed. So we've tried to build all of the NPI features that are needed into a machine platform that can also take you to the next level in throughput and productivity.
Okay, and is that kind of upgrade path something that's important through your equipment, that they can start with something that's perhaps not as quick but quite flexible, and then they can...
No, that's really the idea behind it, is you have the flexibility, but when you do need to scale up, you don't have to move to a different platform. You stay with the platform you're on, which helps with training, it helps with all of those things you'd have to manage around a new piece of equipment.
Okay, and in terms of actually utilizing that flexibility, that's when those factory management systems become really important.
That's right. The other piece to it, like you mentioned, is the software piece. Really, what we try and do there is guide the user, whether it be a setup engineer, whether it be a plant manager, guide them through the most efficient way of doing something. So before we get stuck in, we look at all the products we have to manufacture, where are we going to build them, what's the best way of doing this before we start. You know?
Okay, and come up with the right solution for them. Last question, regarding the show, there's a bit of there's kind of a positive vibe going around in the US market at the moment, which is nice, and I know you guys have done particularly well, and I think you've snuck into #1 spot in the US recently, which is great news. That's raised people's expectations to the show. Do you think they're going to be fulfilled, or?
You know, this year we do think they'll be fulfilled, because we have a schedule which is completely full for our booth. So already today at 10 o'clock our booth was packed. Right, and we're the furthest away from the door. So I think this year we will have a very good show. I think everyone actually here was going to have a good show this year. There's a lot of attendees, a lot of excitement, and there's a lot of investment in North America in equipment, which is a good thing. You know?
Absolutely. And last question: all those appointments you have, EMS guys, OEMs?
Both. A lot of EMS, a lot of OEM as well.
So a lot of activity in both areas. Well, good luck with the show. I hope it's as successful
Thank you very much.
as we're looking for, and we'll chat again later in the week.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, Mark.